I cut you off, but you were saying that you didn't have a choice, that you went to Cincinnati.
That's right, brother. Didn't have a
so
choice. This is draft.
And so what happened when you got to Cincinnati? You played your first year. Did you end up starting? What was it like? What was the number one rude awakening moment that you had when you left Oklahoma State and arrived to Cincinnati?
Well, let me see. It's so much that took place because, I mean, like you say, you have something that you stored up for all your life, and you get rewarded it, whether what round it was in. I've accomplished what I desired and sought out after to achieve. But
okay, I want to stop you right there real quick.
That's good, man.
Because you used the word reward.
Reward myself.
Reward. What was the reward?
The reward was what I built up, all this anticipation, all these dreams, like anybody, any kid or anything that they have this adrenaline. I mean, you start in it to get it, boom, and it to happen. That was the reward. To make it to the NFL, to play professional football. I mean,
there you go.
I mean? Yeah.
And I feel that that's something that I don't look at it like that anymore. I was the same way. And that's my teaching moment for you guys now is when you have the talent to do something and a job hires you for it, yeah, it's self-rewarding for the individual, I guess, but as a business, it's just business as usual, right?
I know where you're going with this. It's going to take some brothers that be front runners, first and foremost, before you have one like yourself or two like myself that will go through the understanding of, like you're saying, how do you associate rewarding when they have you already in that mental state of mind of that you do not deserve what you're capable of doing. Am I with you, my brother? There we go. So, like I said, until we have some front runners that break this cycle, because you're not going to have enough of the starving over here that are willing. We've been going through this 400 and 500 years, man. You're not going to have that group of people that say, we make this league. We make that NBA. We make that NFL. We make that to stand the lobby together and say, you know what? We need change. We need true change. Until then, we bullshit, man. So we can sit here and do this and talk, and a lot of people ain't going to like what I say. But as we journey on, it's going to be a lot more truth that comes out of things. And it's not meant for me brainwashing. I'm just going to tell you from a person that can empathize, a person that's sitting in this chair now where a lot of us brothers could stand forth together and make a change. How in the hell is it that we were members that made up part of an 11-man defense, and then all we need is 9 more? You see what I'm saying? Then you need your other 11 on the other side to say, hey, let's start calculating this thing and saying, I have the same story, you have the same story, we have the same story, and then we can get back to that reward thing. It was mind manipulation off of a group of people that are still searching for an identity. I may want that identity, that label, more than you do. Not you literally, but in opposition. Then, you know, and again, I'm not talking a racial thing. I'm talking facts of living it and seeing it. It's almost like having a step parent, and you catch the kid saying, hey, the step parent brings the family together. See what I mean? And they say, we're all a family. And we know we're here. Is it for compensation? 9 times out of 10 when I catch you doing this one, well, that's my sister. That's my brother. This is my sister. So this mother has her kids and I have this kid, and I catch you sneaking an extra bill or $2 to this one over here. And not the same, but we supposed to be on one. You feel me? It's not right. So it's the truth. The truth hurts. So I'm going to tell you like it is. If we supposed to be all up under this thing called the United States, okay, then we need to act accordingly, open our eyes, open our ears, and start listening and seeing from people that can tell the truth on the other side what it's like. You know, and like I said, I'm not speaking against anything. I was a member of that, but I was deceived. And I'm not getting any compensation for that, and I'm not looking for any compensation. I mean, hell, I don't even file on time for all the concussion things and everything that's going on. I have JRauk Boxfit that's going on. We have a group of people down in Stillwater, Oklahoma that is working, and we're changing lives. The way I had to change my life right now, the way I had to rely on God to come in my life and say, hey, look here, man, that was the identity stripping of who you was as a man in America, like he tell you already. Be in the world and not of it, and all those things were traits of being in the world and of it. So all I can tell you is that we're going to do this thing the right way, and it starts by truth. Who are the front runners? Those are the guys that still hiding under the millions. It's the money. It's the blinding factor. So let the brothers know, man, before you keep taking us out of these inner cities, man, and we coming out of there. And we're not even speaking for the ones that don't make it.
Right.
We're not even speaking for the ones that just walked around with Under Armour and Nike on, and that was all they walked around campus with. And then at the end of the day, that was it. Because a lot of us kids are not going to school in high school, first and foremost. So how do you have me come to a Division I school? I go through culture shock. I'm going to give you my script. I go through culture shock when I get here in 1993. Okay, I'm from Southeast Washington, D.C. I have everything symbolically around me showing me in that quick 1 month that your main drive and focus is football, Javon. See that? But then I got somebody else in my ear telling me, you got to go to school. Well, I didn't focus on that when I was in school, in high school, and going in high school and doing the things. So how do you come and in a college and say you change all those habits, you change all and add structure to a system to say, oh, all of a sudden at 19, a college degree is very important. The bell rang. Hell no, it didn't ring because my whole makeup and my whole environment where I grew up is not a makeup of education got us out of here. Because the schools and the penitentiary and the county jails wouldn't be getting bigger. And the statistics wouldn't be taking on the children in the second and third grade where they will land 4 or 5 years from now. So I know the tricks. I know the tricks of this where I come from. That's why I always tell you I know where I come from. And only by the grace of God, as he leads me on where I'm going. But this trickery, it has to stop. Let them continue on, but we do have a stand. Our kids that choose to play this sport have a leg to stand on. They can do what you call negotiation now before you use me to come to the university. It's no different. NFL, NCAA, they're organizations. Okay.
So right there, I think for me, you touched on 2 points, and I don't know if the people picked it up, but before you said you didn't get to pick that you went to Cincinnati.
No.
And then you talked about negotiation. There is no negotiation when you're going to college as far as the agreement, right? So that's where they're very similar, right? You
talking about the college you picked?
Scholarship. I'm talking about the college scholarship.
There's no negotiation?
Just like the NFL draft.
They kind of stricken it down with the 5 schools you can go to, almost like that 4-year, 3-year, 4-year deal or whatever you get.
Well, I'm just saying that as far as contract-wise, the contract being in the hidden word called scholarship.
Scholarship, gotcha, yeah.
Scholarship is the hidden word, just like NFL draft that we looked at as a reward.
As a reward.
Like I was so pissed I didn't get drafted. I didn't get to go in the 4th round like you did.
Right.
I didn't get drafted, but I knew my worth. So I didn't understand how, when they said resume, that's how I know I can look at, that's not your resume. Because the people that I played against were the guys being drafted. I'm the player of the game against San Diego State. Kyle Turley from San Diego State is the first lineman picked in the draft my year. You know, and so I had so many references of guys that were top NFL talent that I dominated against. Right. And for me not to go, I didn't understand. I thought it was about your resume. And I call it the 99% versus the 1%. It's the 99% because none of us are in it until you're in it. And if only 1% are ever in it, they're just the 1% that know. Right. Because they're the only ones that have that perspective. Everyone else is talking from the 99% perspective. And that's why we're able, you being the guest of today, you're able to have the perspective for the people because you've been on both sides.
Yeah, empathize.
And then we're on both sides twice because you were there before you got there, then you're in it, then you get back out.
Right.
So, but yet now when you're back out, you have the perspective of being back out and the perspective of when you were in it. But we have to preach to just for wanting to give knowledge like in any other field. In all these shows, Grey's Anatomy, all this stuff, in doing medicine, it's all practicing. It's practice, and they're getting knowledge, and they write books so they can share techniques. That's all we're doing. Because we're the old doctors. Mm-hmm. We got our doctorate. We got our PhD in the field that we were in. They just don't use those titles. They say pro.
It's pro, right?
Right? But we've got our doctorate, our PhD in what we were taught and the skills to be able to use it.
They're going right at the highest level.
It's at the highest level.
Yeah.
But because the words are different, there's similar treatment in monetary payment.
Well, it's considered entertainment too.
There you go. Entertainment versus the other one's medicine. But in medicine, there's a sharing method. They're sharing. So-and-so doctor at Stanford, so-and-so at Cal, so-and-so at Duke. You know, doctor found this, and this is a new technique that's going to be taught in class. It's going to be taught. They're being taught in their field. Every other field, they're being taught about being a pro in the field that they're going into, except for professional sports. Mm-hmm. There's no teaching. But I'm going to have another show, another talk on that. But last thing for you, you've already given them some heat. Is
gave them some heat. We're going to take some questions if they got questions, but you don't have a chime-in thing where they can come in and see them face to face.
Right. Go ahead and let me handle my show. Okay, see, I get these football guests on here. This is the Adrian Ross Show.
This
is the Adrian Ross Show. So calm down. I'm the one asking the questions. Okay. So give them what would you like to tell the parents that are going to have a potential college players, or that have the desire to be pro? What I hear you talk about the grind.
The grind.
And
the grind is the grind. The grind is the grind. The grind is the grind. Adrian, GRIND. What is the grind? Do y'all know what the grind is? Probably not. Well, I don't know. Everybody don't know what the grind is. Some people think putting the 9 to 5 is the grind. But what's the extra hours after those character building hours? That's the grind. You're grinding beyond mediocrity. You're grinding beyond. The grind is doing something that everybody don't want to do. And that way you know you're going to come out on top or come damn near to it, okay? That's the grind, Adrian Ross. Now, what's the next one we had?
No, I want you to talk to the athlete and tell them, basically, I want you to know what it takes for them to be able to.
The athlete ain't gonna sure know what the grind is, but the grind is more so. I think we need programs to teach. We're not suffering from the grind. We know where to go to those inner cities to get those grinders at. Okay, they've been grinding every day. We've been grinding every day when we get up. You're grinding against the odds of dying. You're grinding against getting on drugs. You're grinding against prostitution, or you see what I mean? So that's the grind already there.
So those athletes that are
we need to understand what you're grinding for and take all that strength of grinding, all that, and have it for a purposeful meaning. But unfortunately, like I said, we want them quick bucks overnight. So if we're going to use football, we're going to use anything to deter you from selling drugs and doing things and use these sports, we need to give them the education. We're not lacking the grind. We're lacking the understanding. We don't have enough of us sitting back saying, this ain't for $1. This ain't for nothing. I came to see my brother. I came to see him 15 to 20 years. We trying to be young, man. How old are you? 42? I'm 43. Okay, 20 years. 23 years old. 43. It's been about 20 years, man. I call everything 20 years. He gonna get through the logistics.
Yeah, because I got a memory like an elephant.
Me too.
But, it was the birthday party in Vegas. That was the one. Remember you popped up.
Got you, big dog.
So, yeah, okay. Yeah, appreciate you coming through. Don't nobody want to miss the Adrian Ross party.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss that Adrian Ross party.
We was down there kicking it too, boy.
He was there at that thing.
Yeah.
In the Kingpin Suite,
Yeah. So the grind, man. Like I said, a lot of us we're not lacking the grind. We're lacking direction, man, with that grind.
Which conference would you say has the most grinders in college football?
Which conference has what? The most grinders?
Yeah.
That SEC.
Okay.
Like I said, when we go from 1619 to Jamesburg, Virginia, coming through there, the Mandinka tribe through western part of Africa.
Oh, it's not they have the best coaches?
It's not to have the best coach. You have the best players.
Okay.
I think it goes all the way back to, like I said, from the combine when they research those numbers and find and you have a tracking number on you who you are. Probably, I believe. through numbers. Why would we go and get?
No, that's another topic.
Why would we go get
You
our
gotta
hands?
save
Well, I'm just running off on them because I'm just doing a run off because I won't be. We may have one in the morning, depending on how many views, how many not views, but what do you call them? Reviews, and ask for us. Ask for us. Ask for us. Okay, I'll be gone. I'll be back there still with Oklahoma next week.
Oh yeah, we got technology, so we're gonna be able to get back up to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we appreciate
This
you.
is Truth Hurts show. Okay.
The truth, you know.
call it
They've
truth.
seen the dark truth. You've seen the dark truth.
Yeah.
You know, you went ahead and took the helmet off right now. This is the first
you used to be in the
episode.
helmet?
Yeah, you know, I used to talk the helmet on, be the dark truth.
He be hiding in the helmet.
You know, well, that's the alter ego, is the dark truth. You know, but now I'm gonna go ahead and give him Adrian Ross because this stuff is real serious out here. I appreciate you coming in, seeing your boy, and giving the people all the good game. I mean, like, you gave me some real good game to go off of.
Yeah,
so
man.
we're definitely gonna be able to get back at you again. Where can the people reach you at? Where can they follow you?
I mean, if you're interested, right now I'm in the process of getting some marketing things done to enhance the social part of what I'm doing. But what I am is a professional trainer. I'm a professional motivator. My program is called JRauk Boxfit. JRauk Boxfit, all one word. Search it on Facebook. Like me. Send friend requests, and I'm doing that because I want to always impact and motivate other people. I'm doing this honestly for other people. That's
Instagram?
My Instagram, same thing. Hold up, homeboy. How much time we got on here? We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Okay. Instagram, same thing. JRauk Boxfit. JRauk Boxfit. Hit me up on there. You know what I'm saying? Anything I push and post on there is for motivating. Like I said, we do boxing. We do boxing. Anytime you're in the Stillwater area, if you want to drop in, look us up. All right.
All right. Appreciate y'all. Tune in next time. Got some good things in store for you on episode 2 and many more this season. All right. Appreciate you being up on Adrian Ross Show. Have a good day.
Yeah. Peace.
Oh, yeah. You can catch me in Mad Backer or anything, of course.
Yeah.
MADDBACKER. On Instagram, Adrian Ross _ Mad Backer with 2 D's. MADDBACKER. That's my Twitter, YouTube, Mad Backer channel. I'll be having music, anything music, cars, women, sports. That's me.
Thought you said we had to go.
I did, man. But see, that's them concussions, man. Remember them concussions? Yeah, that's the concussions, man.